Talking about money between generations has always been a little awkward. On one side, you've got boomers who built their wealth and now want to enjoy it. And on the other side, younger generations drowning in debt, hoping for a lifeline. Just as the financial independence retire early movement has inspired many to buy their freedom early, the die with zero philosophy is catching on, pushing people to spend their wealth while they're alive rather than leaving it behind. According to a 2024 report by Charles Schwab, nearly 45% of boomers admitted they'd rather enjoy their money while they are still alive. And they've got plenty to enjoy. Boomers control an estimated $83.5 trillion in wealth, as noted in the UBS Global Wealth Report. In this video, we'll break down why boomers are holding onto their wealth, how this impacts younger generations, and what this means for the future of money, homes, and that mythical great wealth transfer everyone keeps talking about. Check out the full details by visiting the link in the description. Number 1. The inheritance decline. Boomers are prioritizing themselves. The idea that parents accumulate wealth to pass it down is fading fast. A 2024 Northwestern Mutual survey shows only 22% of boomers plan to leave an inheritance, and just 11% say it's their top financial goal. Many are focused on enjoying their money while they can, thanks to a mix of financial independence and the die with zero mindset. It's not about being selfish, it's about living fully. After decades of work, boomers feel they've earned the right to spend without guilt, and that's exactly what they're doing. Number 2. Baby boomers, holding half of America's wealth. Boomers make up just 21% of the U.S. population, but control 50% of the nation's wealth, according to Visual Capitalist. That's not just retirement accounts, it's real estate, stocks, businesses, and more. They've benefited from decades of economic growth, affordable housing, and stable jobs. And while younger generations hustle to catch up, boomers are sitting comfortably on assets they're in no rush to part with. The gap isn't just noticeable, it's massive. Number 3. The real estate lockdown. Boomers are not selling. Boomers own 38% of America's homes, but more than half don't plan to sell, based on a 2024 poll by Clever Real Estate. That's a big reason housing feels out of reach for younger buyers. With around $17 trillion in home equity, half of the nation's total, boomers are sitting on a gold mine. But instead of freeing up inventory, many are holding tight, either for financial security or because they simply love their homes. The result? Fewer homes, higher prices, and frustrated millennials. Number 4. The generational wealth gap. Millennials and Gen Z are playing catch-up. While boomers hold the majority of wealth, millennials control just around 9.4% of it, despite being the largest working-age generation. They're juggling student debt, rising living costs, and stagnant wages, making it tough to build wealth from scratch. Meanwhile, boomers are sitting comfortably, often with no plans to pass the baton. The gap keeps growing, leaving younger generations feeling like they're stuck in an economic game they can't win. Number 5. The high costs of retirement. Why boomers are holding on. Boomers aren't just hoarding wealth for fun, they're worried about the future. Fidelity's 2024 report estimates the average 65-year-old will spend about $165,000 on healthcare in retirement, not including long-term care. Around 70% of adults over 65 will need some form of long-term care, which can drain savings fast. With rising costs and longer lifespans, many boomers fear outliving their money, making them less eager to share it while they're still here. Number 6. The silent wealth transfer. Families aren't talking about it. Money talk is still the ultimate family taboo. According to a recent survey by Edward Jones, about 35% of Americans don't plan to discuss wealth transfer with their families. That's over a third of people avoiding conversations that could prevent confusion, legal headaches, and family drama down the road. The problem? Silence breeds assumptions. Adult children might expect an inheritance that's not coming, while aging parents hold on to assets for just-in-case scenarios without making their intentions clear. The result is often financial surprises, usually the unpleasant kind, after it's too late to ask questions. Before we continue with the video, take a quick moment to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you never miss out on our latest updates. Plus, we've got some helpful resources in the description. Check them out and share your comments after you're done watching. Number 7. The emotional side of inheritance. It's not just about money. Inheritance isn't just a financial topic, it's an emotional one. For many, it feels like a final gesture of care, a symbol of family legacy. When that expectation isn't met, it can lead to resentment, disappointment, or even fractured relationships. The solution? Honest conversations early on to manage both financial and emotional expectations, because money left unsaid often causes more damage than money left unspent. Number 8. The die with zero mindset, a philosophical shift. The old rule was simple: save, invest, and pass it down. But for many boomers, that's starting to feel outdated. The rise of the die with zero philosophy flips the script, promoting the idea that money is meant to be enjoyed while you're alive, not stockpiled for heirs. Instead of leaving behind an inheritance, people focus on meaningful experiences, travel, and personal fulfillment. This mindset isn't just about spending recklessly, it's about making sure your money works for you in real time. The ripple effect: less generational wealth trickling down and more adult kids realizing they're on their own financially. Number 9. The ripple effect: how boomers' choices impact the economy. When boomers keep their wealth locked up, it doesn't just affect family bank accounts, it shapes the entire economy. Their grip on real estate limits housing inventory, driving prices higher and keeping first-time buyers out of the market. With so much wealth concentrated at the top, younger generations struggle to build financial security, leading to delayed home ownership, fewer small businesses, and less economic mobility. This isn't just about inheritance, it's about how money or the lack of it flows through society, impacting everything from housing affordability to retirement trends. Number 10. The role of government policy. Taxes, transfers, and loopholes. Government policies play a huge role in how wealth is passed down or not. Inheritance and estate taxes can significantly reduce the amount of money that actually reaches heirs, especially for high-net-worth families. As of 2024, the federal estate tax exemption for 2024 is $1,361 million per individual, or $27 million for a married couple. But state taxes can vary widely, adding another layer of complexity. Some boomers strategically spend or gift their wealth during their lifetime to minimize tax burdens, while others avoid the topic altogether, leaving their families with legal and financial headaches. Number 11. What younger generations can do: building wealth without an inheritance. The harsh truth? Counting on an inheritance is like banking on winning the lottery, possible, but not a plan. For millennials and Gen Z, financial independence means focusing on what's within their control. That starts with investing early, even small amounts, to harness compound growth over time. It also means managing debt wisely, building emergency savings, and creating multiple income streams beyond a traditional job. While it's tempting to blame boomers for the current wealth gap, the best strategy is to focus on personal financial goals, with or without a family windfall in the future. Number 12. The future of wealth transfer: will the trend continue? Boomers may be the first generation to fully embrace the "spend it while you've got it" mindset. But what about those next in line? The same Charles Schwab survey that highlighted boomer attitudes gives an interesting peek into what's ahead. Only 11% of Gen Xers and 15% of millennials said they wanted to enjoy my money for myself while I'm still alive. That's a big contrast compared to boomers, who are more than twice as likely to hold that view. Interestingly, younger generations seem more open to sharing their wealth during their lifetime. But for now, the trend is clear. Boomers are holding on tight, and younger generations are learning to build their own financial safety nets. Final thoughts. Don't wait for an inheritance. The so-called great wealth transfer might not be as great as people expected. Boomers are holding on to their money, prioritizing their own comfort, and honestly, can you blame them? They earned it, and they're spending it. But that leaves younger generations with a choice. Sit around hoping for an inheritance that may never come, or take control and build their own financial future. The truth is, no one's coming to save you, not even your parents. So, focus on what you can control, make smart money moves, and if an inheritance shows up someday, consider it a bonus, not the plan. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget the link in the description.